Okay, so today we are making an interview with Dr. Mucha Mkono. And could you please tell a bit about yourself and your research interests?
Yes, so originally I'm from Zimbabwe, but I now live in Australia. I moved to Australia in 2011, which is about 5 years ago, to do my PhD. And then after I graduated, I decided to stay and work, and I'm now with the University of Queensland in Brisbane, and I work within the tourism cluster. I have had quite a few areas of research, but currently my interest lies in understanding how social media movements shaping current debates in tourism. In particular, my interest is how these movements um, are becoming so important in understanding our relationship with animals in tourism. Um, Many people would have heard of the shooting of a lion called Cecil in Zimbabwe last year, and I'd say that this sparked my interest in this topic. We saw how all over the world people connected to this event on a very emotional, moral level. And in the aftermath of this incident, we've seen quite interesting changes that have come to the trophy hunting debate, but also to the trophy hunting industry itself. So I'd say that this is probably what I'm spending my time looking at currently.
Okay, could you tell a little bit more about that on trophy hunting and social media and how they are
Yes,
connected?
yes. So trophy hunting has come under the spotlight lately because I suppose of its characterization as killing for fun, and I think on a from a moral perspective, many people struggle to accept that this is a good practice, that this is justifiable. But of course, trophy hunting is very widespread practice. It's not just in Africa where it happens, but I suppose the African context where you typically have an affluent tourist from the West paying large sums of money to kill megafauna, to kill animals, some of them which are endangered, such as rhino, lions, and so on. There it takes on um, rather different implications environmentally, morally, economically. So it is an interesting context to look at the trophy hunting debate. And I know that one could not generalize because every context in which hunting happens and the reasons for it and so on differ a lot. And so I suppose it is important to understand the context as well. Yeah.
Mhm. What about then the social media aspect?
Well, social media, we know that most people nowadays use social media. And so it is an easy way to reach people, it's an easy way to create awareness of issues globally. And so, with the Cecil incident, we saw that once Jimmy Kimmel broadcast his monologue, this incident went viral, and within hours, within a few days, it had become this global topic that people were talking about everywhere. You'd tune in into news, and it was everywhere, on Facebook, on YouTube, and so on. And so social media has that power to create momentum and to grab the attention of people from all parts of the world, and that can have a very powerful impact in shaping conversations around a topic, and also in influencing players in the industry to look at what the public is saying and to see if their practices um, need change, need review, and so on.
Mhm. So probably this is also the case in when we think in regards of animal welfare in tourism, that also Cecile the Lion is one kind of example maybe of this,
Yes,
but more in general.
yes. So without social media, I think this incident with Cecil would probably have just been a local story somewhere. But because of the power of social media, it became a global example. And after it went viral, we saw how airlines were pressured by people in social media to rethink their role. So, you know how airlines would carry trophies from Africa, and many had to change their policy around that, and now and would no longer carry trophies. We also saw in parts of Africa, some countries have now banned trophy hunting, and this is no longer practiced in Botswana, for example. Some countries have banned trophy hunting, but have gone on to lift those bans. So, but there is a clear indication that this incident and the way it was covered in social media has had an impact that might be a long-term impact going forward. So I don't doubt that social media will continue to play a role in how we evaluate our relationship with animals, and how we continue to have that global conversation, sorry, around this topic.
Yeah. Would you have any greetings for our followers in Animal Tourism Finland?
Yes, so in this part of the world, you have the wonderful reindeer. So you have wonderful wildlife here, and I think as well, just from my observation, people in this part of the world have a very strong environmental, ethical awareness in terms of how they interact with wildlife, and I would hope that that would continue, and that they would continue to be an example of how we can be responsible in how we treat animals in tourism, and how we can continue to enrich our lives by interacting with tourism in a responsible way.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.